I think with the new record, a lot of people that have never heard of you guys before are going to be tuning in. So how would you describe Dobroleles music to somebody who's never heard you guys?
We've struggled with that question the whole time we played music together. Little bluegrass, little blues, little everything. Little country, little rock, little
jazz,
spice.
reggae.
Yes.
I know a lot of times at the shows, you guys get billed as a bluegrass band. Do you feel you've been mischaracterized?
I think bluegrass is a far stretch from the music that we play. Yeah.
We say newgrass.
No, I don't necessarily.
Even
know
that,
about
not
that
even
either. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. There's some rock and roll. There's some jazz. There's some jams. A lot of improvisation. Our music has a lot of improvisation.
I know that's my favorite part.
Yeah, that's we enjoy the magic that happens on stage. That's the cool part.
So here's a question for you, Abe. Why Dobro? What brought you to play in the Dobro?
My grandfather, Louis Thompson, played the pedal steel guitar for his entire life and actually was a very well-known pedal steel guitar player in a lot of country bands his whole life, and ended up spending a lot of time in the Muskegon area playing country. And back in the day, pedal steel guitar players, they were the lead guitar player of the band. They were the hot shot in the whole band, so it was really cool. He played a lot. He tried to get me to learn how to play when I was in my teens, and it just never grabbed me. I was listening to Hendrix and the Allmans and that kind of stuff, so the old country didn't tickle me at all. But he died, and my grandmother lived a few years longer, and she died, and she left an acoustic Dobro to us three kids, my brother and my sister and I, that she had bought for him so that he could play acoustically around the campfire. And that guitar sat in my closet for about 6 years, and I went to a String Dusters show, the infamous String Dusters at Kalamazoo at Bell's, just about 5.5 years ago now, and Andy Hall just blew my face off with that Dobro, and I told my wife that I need to learn how to play, and I'm going to take lessons, and I'm going to learn how to play that Dobro, and it's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn how to do it. And
is that old one the one you're playing today?
No, the old one, I left that one at home. I recorded the first album with that one. This one I play today is an Appalachian made by Tom Warner. It's a custom maple.
Cool. It sounds real good.
Yes, it does.
Had the same question for Mikey. What brings you to play the ukulele?
I found my first uke in an abandoned garage on top of a junk pile in Kalamazoo about 98 or something. At that time, there's a big uke craze going on right now. It's like the third wave of ukuleles being like sweeping the land in the world and stuff. So before that, but there wasn't like I'd never heard a uke or seen one or whatever, and just fell in love with it instantly. Slowly built up my uke collection over the years, and it's been my favorite instrument to play.
Yeah. How many have you got now?
Oh, probably like 15 ukes or something.
Holy shit.
Most uke players have a lot of ukes,
I guess they
don't take up a lot of space.
Common.
Right. Yeah, they travel easily.
Ukulele players, yeah.
15.
Do you keep them all in stage rotation?
No, that's probably just, I like to play the resonators, and I have like that Les Paul uke that I like to play pretty much.
Okay, so when you go on the road, it's usually like the same 2 or 3 ukes?
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Question for John back there. I think out of all these guys, you've played in more bands than all these guys put together, if I understand things correctly.
I don't know these guys' history.
But in more than that, you've played in a bunch of different kinds of bands.
It's true.
Is playing with these guys really remarkably different from other stuff you've done?
Yeah, it's more of like an abstract palette. Like that can be free. Like a lot of other bands are pretty calculated. Although this is calculated, it's just more like if the screw up, it's more like overlooked easily, or if you will.
It's cool.
It's
It's just more free.
It's
It's a free experience for me. It feels like kind of being it like with family, in the holidays or something. Comfortable.
Right on. Okay, so last question for all of you guys. The summer of 2020 is coming up. What can we look forward to from the Smokin' Dobroleles?
New album.
Got a new record coming.
New record's coming out. We're here at Soundfield. We're throwing it down at this moment. Just wrapped up all the tracking. 2020 is going to be fruitful for Smokin' Dobroleles fans. I'm telling you.
Right on. Well, thanks, guys, and I think the fans of the band and new and old can catch you guys out on the road.
Thanks, y'all.